What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Patra Kiera, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys tips and resources for how to find style inspiration. I decided to film this video because I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to wear today. So I was going through my steps of how I normally come up with inspiration for the day or for the season, whatever it might be. And I've decided to share it with you guys. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and let's get it. All right, so the first resource that I want to provide you guys with for finding style inspiration, and I feel like this is the main resource now that people use to find style, and that is social media. I tend to use Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and sometimes Tumblr as well to find style inspo. For Pinterest, I have a mood board that I normally go to, and I would say that Pinterest is like my first stop when I'm trying to look for style inspiration. So I go to my mood board and I look through my pins that I've already saved in the mood board. As you can see, I have almost 6,000 pins in this current mood board, and I will click on a look that I feel could possibly be replicated. This look right here, of course, is pretty insane, and that's why I saved it, because I love this look. But if I go back, I'll try and find something that really captivates me for the day. So for instance, this look right here I thought was pretty dope, and I feel like because it's a relaxed look, it could be a perfect work outfit. Whereas this dress right here might be more of my vibe when I am hanging out at the park, which is what I'm doing today. So I would say Pinterest is definitely a great resource to use if you are looking for style inspo. I have been looking on Instagram more recently now because I normally don't use Instagram that often, but I have been looking at style inspiration there as well. One account I came across today was this account called Life of Boheme, and the influencer is Marta Saigon, and I just thought her style was so freaking cute, like very unconventional but still minimal. In a sense, it's not that minimal, but her style is so freaking cute, and I thought that I could definitely get some style inspiration for the summertime from her looks. Like, she adds a little bit of color, but it's not too colorful. Like, I feel like some people who, I feel like on Instagram it's either or. Either the influencer is super colorful, out of the box, or they are very minimal. So I think she does a great job of balancing out both. Like, she'll add a little pop of color here and there. And then I also use Pinterest and Tumblr, but you guys get the general gist of using social media, I'm sure, for style inspiration. The second resource that I use to find style inspiration are runway shows. I normally use the Vogue Runway app when I'm looking for something quick. Right here are all of my saved looks that I currently have, and I will just go through and see if there's anything that I have in my closet that I could build an outfit off of to provide a similar look to something that I saved in this app. And it's just from different runway shows that I have. If you don't have saved looks, then of course you could just look at your favorite designer and kind of go back in time and figure out what looks or what runway show really stood out to you, which is something that I do as well. I really love to look at very old shows from the 90s and the 2000s. I feel like that's kind of my vibe. Like, that's really the vibe that I go for a lot. Recently, the 2000s look has kind of been out the door for me. I don't know, I just haven't been feeling it as often. Like, I haven't been feeling it like I used to, but I think that just comes with the evolution of style. The third resource that I use when I am looking for style inspiration are magazines. The magazine that I have right here is an ID magazine. This was the post-truth issue, and I got this one because it had FKA Twigs on the front. I thought this magazine was so, like, there's so many looks in this magazine that really allow me to get some inspiration. Just fire styling. I mean, even the back, like, look at that. this Dior look. I mean, I wouldn't particularly wear that for myself, but it still provides a little bit of inspiration, like a monochromatic look. So I would definitely suggest picking up a few magazines from either a magazine store or a bookstore, wherever you might be located at, to get a little bit of style inspiration, because you can definitely get some ideas from magazines. And the last resource that I want to tell you guys about is Street Style. Street style is something that I feel like that's probably my #1 resource for style inspiration. And just seeing people walk in the streets of New York City. New York City is the mecca of street style. There's so many different people, so many people from all across the world who come here, who live here, and they all have a different sense of style that I feel can be incorporated into my own at different points in time. So I would definitely recommend you guys just observing people in the street and seeing what they're wearing and kind of pulling ideas from outfits.